Uh, so, with having paid our highest regard to our alma mater ICI, I will now take the opportunity to introduce the speaker of the day, Mr. Jiten Mehta. I think, I believe everybody over here would know him better than me, but let me do this pleasant task of introducing him. He is currently on the governing board of the Matunga Study Circle. He has been an ex convener of the Matunga Study Circle. His, he is the proprietor at JM Mehta and Company Chartered Accountant since 1995. Uh, he is a fellow member of the ICI and he has 25 years plus of experience in the field of accountancy, taxation, audit, systems audit, and IT. He is graduated from R.A. Podar College of Commerce. He's been a lecturer for 3 years at A Plus Computer Education, #1 Authorized Tele Academy in Dadar West, Mumbai. His practice is diversified in Tele ERP, system implementation for organizations, and technology consultancy. He is a co-contributor to publication of WIRC for Tele for Professionals and Guide to Working from Home for Every Profession. He is member in the committee of Tele Business Advisory Program of Tele Solutions Private Limited since 2007 and is member of Tele Anchors Group as Tele Evangelist. He is also member of Digital Transformation and Technology Committee of WIRC at our ICI for the financial year 1920. He is also part of the IT Committee of Chambers of Tax Consultant for the year FY 17-18 and FY 18-19. He has delivered lectures to CAs, finance managers, CEOs and CFOs on ERP software, office management software, and security software. I think with this, we would have not found any better speaker for today's topic, which is on the latest update of Tele, the latest feature which has been launched by Tele just in the month of November. And we thought we would not have got any better speaker than Jiten Bhai. And therefore, Jiten Bhai, I invite you to take the session from here onwards.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yes. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, perfectly visible.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks to Matunga CP Study Circle conveners for giving me this chance and Rajendra Bhai. And today's topic is on Tally. There is in Tally, we have now TallyPrime has been released on 9th November 2020. It's totally new look. So today I will be taking more on TallyPrime features. What are the new TallyPrime features in Tally? And there are many old features also there and new features have been introduced. So today's main focus will be on the TallyPrime. So what are the new features and what easily that you can do? What is the simplicity that we have introduced in TallyPrime? So one by one, I will show you first. I will show you my PowerPoint presentation. There are only few slides, but mainly I will be showing you practically how to do it in a Tally company. It will be more easy for you to see the practical aspects rather than the PowerPoint presentation only. So what are the new features that I will go one by one, and then after my PowerPoint presentation, I will start with my practical thing. And at the end, last session will be for our CA, Chartered Accountants for compliances and audit, what we can do in Tally. I'll be covering the same also. So Tally, it's Tally prime time. I have given this number. Like this prime time news are there at 9 o'clock. So it was released on 9th November. Now, how to upgrade from Tally ERP 9 to TallyPrime? One minute. How to upgrade from Tally ERP 9 to TallyPrime? That will be learning first. It was Tally Power of Simplicity. Now we are with TallyPrime. Then Tally, what are the objectives of TallyPrime? Simplify the simplest. The prime simplicity, the new features in Tally, which has made it more simpler than what it was. Tally's main logo is that Tally is for simplicity, power of simplicity. So it has been, now there is a prime simplicity there. There are more features have been added in Tally. Now greater flexibility is there to adapt even more to your business and way of working. For chartered accountants, for the management, how to view the reports. There are different ways of viewing the reports. Then fresh look and feel. The color combination has been changed. Fresh look is there because as change is inevitable. Now after many years from Tally 4.5 journey has started in 1988-89. In 2020, 4.5, then 6.3, 7.2, 8.1, 9, then Tally ERP 9, and now TallyPrime. Now, first thing, new thing has been introduced is folder browsing. Browse folders and select your data at blazing speed with both keyboard and mouse. Now, this concept, I'll just explain in short. I'll show you practical things that whenever as a CA, we store data in various data paths, or companies also store data in various data paths. So, to easily access the Tally data folder, first we used to go to that drive, D drive, then that folder, then we used to copy, Control C, then Control V in the Tally select menu. Now it is very easy. I will show you practically how to do the folder browsing to access your clients' folders easily in Tally. For your own companies also, if you have 10, 5, 10 different folders, you can easily browse them. Now top menu and right buttons. There is a top menu is there. Then right buttons are there that I'll be showing you. Top menu, right button help you to navigate from anywhere to anywhere within the product. It is very easy to navigate now. Previously, there were different, you have to just say escape, quit, and then again go to some other things. Now it is very easy to navigate from one place to another in Tally. Now this is the main thing in Tally, go to switch to options. Navigate between reports and multitasking via go to and switch to. You can go to switch to buttons are there. You can navigate between reports and switch to option is there. That will be learning today. Now, easily multitask with voucher entry. When you easily multitask with voucher entry, simplified user experience. When you are doing voucher entry, suppose a person is doing voucher entry and he has to print some report or he has to give the report to his boss or manager. It is very easy now to easily give while doing voucher entry and again come back to voucher entry. So this is one more feature has been added in TallyPrime. Now change view, basis of values, and exception reports. Now these three concepts are there in maximum reports. Now how to view your report in different format. What are the basis of values that you want to calculate? And there are exception reports. There are common exception reports are there and report wise also. Now there are each and every report, maximum reports cover exception reports that will be seen. Now optimize printing, save the cost of stationery without compromising on quality with optimized invoice printing. So previously when you used to print like they used to print invoice in 4 pages, 5 pages, 6 pages. If you want to reduce that and in one page, if you want instead of 8 to 10 stock items, you want 20 items, 25 items, depending on which item you have selected. So instead of 5 pages, it will be reduced to 2 pages or 1 page also. So we'll be showing this how to optimize your printing and save paper. Single sign-in experience. Log into multiple companies with the same credential using a single sign-in facility. Now, if you have 8 to 10 companies with the same user ID and same password, so once you open one company with your user ID password, when you select another company with same user and password, you don't have to again use that user ID password. Automatically it will be open. So if you allow this single sign-in, then you can open various companies with the same user password without entering user ID password again and again. Now, analysis and verification. This is audit and analytical tool is there, which has been given by Tally, where as a chartered accountant for doing audits or for doing compliances, you want to view certain reports, and there is a concept of balance sheet audit or trial balance audit, like as a shadow when we do ledger scrutiny or trial balance scrutiny directly, how you can analyze and how you can verify and how you can raise the queries to the your staff as well as the client staff. Security control, easily manage password and user roles. See, there are many features which were already there. There are continuing many features that were already there that has been now improvised, and there are some new features. The accounting is the same thing. Accounting is a root. So that accounting concept, purchase, sales, receipt, payment won't change. But way of working and way of viewing reports will change. So that is what we have tried in TallyPrime. Now there is one setup manager, troubleshoot license application runtime issues with smart setup manager. Suppose you have some license related issues are there, some file is deleted from your software, then automatically it will setup manager will run and automated file will be updated. So that is what is given here. Setup manager, automatically it will update that file, missing file. Only related to software, not related to data. Data you have to take backup. This is related to the software license or software files. Now technical details at one place. Tally and system related information all in one screen. Once you see that in Tally, all the technical details are at one place. What is your hard disk, RAM, etc., etc. Whatever is there is one screen it is given. So whenever your computer person or someone comes and asks you how many printers are there, what is installed, you can see in one screen. Now, N is web browsing. Now, through mobile or through your laptop or anything, if your company is connected in your office, you can view the reports through your mobile also. You can view reports through any other laptop or from any other place by web browsing. Subject to your company is connected in your office and you are traveling, you want to view some reports. There are n number of reports are there available like balance sheet, profit and loss account, all these things, reports you can view through your web browser from Google, from any web browser you are using, Internet Explorer, you can see that. So now I will go to my screen, this TallyPrime. This is a new logo of TallyPrime. I'll switch over my screen to Tally. Anuj, can you see my screen?
Not yet. I think you are still on that slide deck.
Okay.
Yes, visible.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the new Tally. I will just say, wait 1 minute. Hello. Anuj, can you see my screen?
Yes, Jiten bhai.
Yes. So this is the new screen where when you start Tally with that icon, the total look has changed. Now, first, how to create a company, how to transfer from Tally ERP to Dynamic, I will just tell you. First, now I'll go to this company selection. Now there are 4-5 companies are there. So this is my path, E colon TallyPrime data CP. This is the path where my companies are stored. Now where this 1, 2, 3 companies are already stored, that are already in TallyPrime, and others it is written as folder. So this is not a company, it is a folder. So when I click in that folder, it will be shown as A 10,000 company. So now you can change the path, specify path, change the path. Automatically you can go to up arrow key. When I say up arrow key, it will go to CP. All these companies will be displayed here, and if they are in the folders, it will be displayed in the folders. And when you transfer your data from Tally ERP9 to Tally Prime, it will be shown in this fashion. This is a company demo auto BRS 00066. It is showing as migration required. So when I copy my Tally ERP9 data into demo auto BR, this Tally Prime, it will show it. So once I go there, if say migration, if I say enter, it will ask me to take backup first. If you want to take backup, and where the backup is to be stored. If I want to store this backup here, I have to give that path. You can change the path also for Tally ERP9 data, and then you can say migrate. If I say migrate, first I will, if you want to change the backup path, I can configure by changing the backup path. If I don't want to change the backup, I already created a E prime BKP. I just say migrate. It will migrate into Tally Prime. It will give this message as Dadra Nagar Haveli UTS change. Press escape to continue. So now this is in new Tally. So this is the way how you migrate your data folder or data company into Tally Prime. So Tally will show you that this has not been migrated. You migrate it into Tally Prime first. Now the data has totally been migrated into Tally. So now I will just again, if I go to company, I want to select another company, Apex Electricals. I'll give password and so these are the 2 companies that I have selected. So now one by one I will explain you. This is a top bar that I am talking about, and inside these are the sidebar that we have. So top menu and side buttons, or we can use as top bar or sidebar. So this first is company. One by one we'll start. Company, create, alter, change, select, and set. Now, if you want to create a new company, you can create from here. If you want to alter a company, you can alter. Suppose I want to change something in this Apex, I can just say enter and I can alter there. Again, escape is the same button. So if I go to company, there is create, there is alter, there is change company from one company to another company. If I want to shut down one company, I just say shut down, and I have to shut this. So automatically that company is shut. Only Apex Electricals is there. So these features are already there. Create, alter, change. The buttons have changed. It is on the top bar already. Think company. Then change user. This user management. Suppose you want to create passwords. So you have to say change password, user and password, user roles, password policy. So security control if you have, and this new concept have been introduced by Tally of change user. So change user means what? Suppose I am entering, I am as a admin, I am entering something in Tally, and I now want to change the user to data entry operator. So no need to say escape. I can just say change user. I can select the user name. I can say Ramesh. and accordingly I can give the password and change the user. I will just show you one by one how to change that also in another company. So change password is there, user and password is there, user roles is there, password policy is there. Now if I want to connect this company to my browser, I just say connect Apex Electrical. So this company will be connected. Now once this company is connected, I can easily access this company through my web browser. That also we'll see later on how to access the web browser reports. So create, alter, change. This is the new thing, change user. And from one admin user, you can go to the user of data entry operator. So data entry operator, if the restriction, they can only view the voucher entry, they cannot view balance sheet or trial balance or sales register, depending on what restrictions you have given to the data entry operator. Then change password is there, users and password. If you want to change password for someone, if you want to create some new users, user roles and password policy. This was already there. I'm not showing you because this was already there in TallyPrime. Change user is a new concept. Now connect, disconnect, connected status, remote access, browser access. Now browser access is there. If you say browser access, I can directly go to browser access. And features are there, F11 features that were there in Tally. I will just say F11 features. Whatever I want. In F11 now there are two things. Suppose I say no here, only few things will be there. If you want more, you say yes, and it will show more features. Now show all features. If you say no, then only few features will be there. So which are applicable to there, you say yes, otherwise you say no. Accordingly, you can write here maintain accounts, bill wise entry, cost centers, and all this thing. Still, if you want more details, here their button is there on right hand side, more details. And you want this, whatever you want, you can just select one by one and it will be added in this screen. So it is not now overcrowded. If you want that only, that much features only you incorporate in this, otherwise you say no, no, no. So this more details button is also given and more features and show all features depending on your company. If it's a personal company, it is not a private limited or a partnership firm. If you want only few things without GST, without TDS, without TCS, you just say no here. And only few items will be reflected in this screen in F11. Now security control is there. So now if I want this K9 events for browser access, yes, I have to just specify that email ID. My email ID I have specified here. I give them this. So how to access through browser, that I'll be teaching you at the last, how to access your browser reports once we see this. So you have to set up this email ID for browser access where you can access your browser. You can add n number of things, and once I say yes, I say it is accepted. So from this Tally directly, you can directly access to Tally also. So now this is the main thing in company features, how to manage this, all this thing, create, alter, change, select, set, change is F3, select is Alt F3. Now select is not F1, it is Alt F3. Previously the button was F1, you used to select. Now it is Alt F3, and for set company it is Control F3. These are the shortcuts that have been changed. Now second thing is data. Data backup, restore, split company, and data path. You can configure a data path here also. Backup, restore, and split company. Second thing is exchange. Exchange means if you want to synchronize your data, you can synchronize your data through exchange. The import is there. If you want to import their masters, if you want to import transactions, if you want to import bank details, all these things you can import through. There are Excel templates. You can directly import the data from your Excel templates. Similarly, export. If you want to export master, if you want to export transactions and configuration. And export is for the reports also. If you want to export some reports, you just say others. You will get here whether you want to export all ledger accounts or one ledger account, group of accounts, sales voucher, day book, multi voucher, bills receivable, bills payable. So all these reports you can access. You want to one ledger account, you can select that ledger account and directly export to PDF and then mail to the client. So you can select that ledger account and directly export. Now, similarly, email. If you want to email any report, you have to first set up that email IDs in your system. If you set up everything in your system, Gmail or Hotmail or whatever is email your email ID, then you can directly email the reports to your clients. All ledgers or one ledger account or group of accounts, sales voucher, day book, bills issue, bills waiver. If you want to email this, you can directly email this ledger account. Similarly for printing. Now, printing in others, all ledger account, one ledger account, group of accounts and all this. Suppose I say one ledger account. So in printing also there is one thing is like configuration. You can just configure and which printer you want to select the printer, header information, top margin. And here now in each and every report exam they are showing show more. If you want to say show more, you click on this, all these things will be highlighted. So in printing, what command you want to give, how many space on the top, so date range of report, page number, all these additional things will be displayed. If you say show less, only the important things, whatever is 4-5 things are important, it will be displayed here. So depends on you how you are want to send the report to your client or to your staff or anyone. So one is company, one is data, then exchange, then import, export, email and print. Last we will show you help and go. This go-to we'll do at the last. Go-to is the main crown of TallyPrime. Very good function introduced by TallyPrime. Go-to. We'll be learning that afterwards. So now I will go to the screen now again. Now this is a main gateway of Tally. So from here also in masters, now they have changed this master system. They have changed. Once you click on create, your accounting masters, group, ledger, cost center, currency, rate of action, budget, scenario, voucher. All these masters are in one screen only. There are no different like group different, ledger different. It is everything is under accounting masters. You create from here. If you want to create group, you create ledger, you can directly go to this. And in ledger also, if you want more details, you click on more details and whatever details you want, whether you want alias or not, whether you want description, whether you want notes. If you say yes to this, then only it will be reflected in this screen. Otherwise, only this much screen will be there. So whatever details are required, you click on this TDS details if you want. This TDS details, yes, if you want to say yes, say yes. So depending on your ledger to ledger, you just say more details, you can do it. From here also directly you want to go to other masters, you click on other masters. You can go to again group and all that. Only the creation of masters, accounting masters, group, ledger, cost center, currency, budget, scenario, voucher type, inventory master, stock group, stock category, stock item, unit, go down, payroll master for salaries and statutory matter TDS. Only TDS is activated. If you activate GST, GST will also be there, TCS will also be there. So here all these voucher, see now GST, schedule details, TDS detail, pension details. So you can now show more. Suppose I click on show more. It will show me go downs also, price level, price list category, and all these additional things will be shown. Credit limits, voucher type, scenario, and all that things. If you say show less, only few things will be there. So depending on your requirement, show inactive also is there. One of the buttons, show inactive. Suppose you are not using anything, it is showing it. Hide inactive, it will hide inactive. So now this is inactive GST. So all this is hidden because I have not activated GST, this TD, TCS, VAT, and all that things. This will be hidden. And if I want to hide inactive, according. So this is how they've given you option, whatever you want, how much you want, you show on the screen. Otherwise, you say show less and show more. Similarly, alter. Same thing in alter. Now here also, if you want to see change company, means if you have 2-3 companies together, Apex and another company, you say change company, you will go to switch over to another company. Expand all. In expand all, now groups, all the bank accounts, bank OCs, all the groups will be here, which they already created, because you want to alter that. Now, if you don't say expand all, collapse all, if you want to go to ledger, you just go to ledger and select ledger. So you can just alter the ledger account and then go to back this way. If you say expand all, then all the groups will be there, ledgers will be there, cost centers will be there. There are n number of lines will be there. If you want to show more, is different. Expand all is different. Expand means all the groups will be visible here. All the ledgers will be visible here. Almost 290, more than 300 items are there. And one more thing is chart of accounts. Now we use the word as chart of accounts. Generally, what we do, accounting masters, is see depending on your wordings. Now, if you see big companies or big CA firm, they use word. They don't use account writing charges. As CA, we bill our client as account writing charges. We charge 5,000 per month, 3,000 per month, whatever it is. They use word as data processing charges or transaction processing charges. If you word uses transaction processing charges, is same as account writing charges. But depending on that, they can charge 10,000 rupees per month also. So this way people use these terms. Now chart of accounts. Chart of accounts means ledgers and groups and all that falls under chart of accounts. So now accounting masters are there, inventory masters are there, payroll masters are there. All these masters will fall under chart of accounts. Similar to this, ledgers. All these ledgers will be shown here. The full list of ledgers will be under which group? It will fall under chart of accounts. Voucher types, groups. See, Tally already gives few groups. These are the under Sunday data. There are different subgroups are created. The subgroup is already there, so these are there. Now, one more thing is that it has changes ledgers. Suppose ledgers, I want to create multiple ledgers. It is not outside. It is here, multi-masters. Once you click on multi-masters, if you say multiple create, then you can select which group. Suppose Sunday debtors. And you can create here Sunday debtors. And so on. So for multiple ledger is under chart of accounts now. Then voucher type is there, cost categories are there, cost centers are there, currencies, budgets, scenarios. The scenarios was already there, people were not using it. Scenarios you can use for comparing one scenario to another scenario, or for budgeting you can have budgeting also as well as variances. So these two concepts are there which were already there. People were not using that, but it's now given here, so you can just try that. It's a really wonderful thing, budgets and scenarios. And stock group, stock items, stock category units go down, and payroll masters. So this is how they would change these vouchers is same. Now here, if you want this detail voucher, almost same. F2 is for date, then account and all that thing. This can be same. But if you want to change mode, here the button is change mode. If I want to double entry system or single entry system. If I want double entry system, it will say debit. If I can say change mode, single entry system, it will show single entry system. It is under change mode. From here, I want to go to other vouchers. I can click on there and I can go to any other voucher, contra. Or directly here, from here also you can select F6 receipts, journals and all that. Now, one more thing they have given, Tally has given, is in this voucher entry. Now there is button is there. Now if once I click Alt, If you see this payment, journal, sales, purchase, and all the things. If I say alt, it will change to debit note, credit note, stock journal delay. I have to press the alt button. It will show this. If I click control, it will show rejection outward, rejection inward, physical stock, sales order, purchase order. So by clicking the button alt, I will say F5, underline means alt F5. First it was F5, now it is alt F5. And now control means double underline, control F5. From here also you can see, if you click on this right hand side arrow, you will say F5 payment, debit note and rejection outward has been clubbed together. F5 is for payment, alt F5 is for debit note, control F5 is for rejection outward. Similarly, if I go to journal, it will show journal, stock journal and physical stock. If I go to sales, it will show me sales, delivery note, sales order. So you can go from here also. You can click alt or control and then also you can use it. So both the things they have given, purchase, receipt note and purchase. So linked voucher entries, voucher types have been clubbed together. Like F9 is for purchase, alt F9 is for receipt note for goods receipt, and purchase order is control F9. And the state adjustment is already there. Nature of receipt, what you want in the GST and other payments, you have to use state adjustments. And if you want to configure this, you can configure your voucher types and all that thing what you want. Here also, if you say yes, all these things will be there. Additional things. If you say no, it will be restricted to the main items. So now the screens are not overcrowded. So they have tried to give it in a very simple way, where you, whether it is required, then only you say yes, and then yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and save that. And after that, again, you can say no. So the screen will be reduced. So this is how you do the voucher entries. Now F2 is for date is same. So here also, if you say F2 is for date, alt F2 is for period. F3 is for company, alt F3 is for select company, control F3 is for shut company. So this voucher screen, entry screen has been changed. Now day book was same. So whatever is was already there in Tally ERP9, I am not teaching you. First we'll complete with whatever is in Prime. Now banking module is already there in Tally ERP9. Now, so this is one by one. I have cleared all these things. Now we'll go to this balance sheet. Now I am in balance sheet. There was one screen called basis of values, change view and exception reports. Now if I go to balance sheet, each and every report, maximum reports they have given this. Basis of values, change view and exception reports. If I want to say basis of values, I would include working capital, yes. If I say enter and say escape, it is now yes. So now it is under working capital, current assets less current liabilities. So it has changed. Now if I say basis of value, if I say I don't want enter, again I press enter, it will say no. So again current asset will be here, current liability will be here. So you can change the basis of value, stock valuation method. If you want to value at FIFO, FIFO perpetual, so you can change. So if I want to change to FIFO and say escape, the stock valuation will change. So basis of value is one report in balance sheet. Then change view. Change view means horizontal or vertical. If I say vertical, it will be change view. Now each and every report again has configuration. If you want to show percentages, if you want to show detailed, so this will be like percentage. You can accordingly change this to vertical. Now again, if I say change view, if I want to go to horizontal, I say press enter, it will be in horizontal T format. Here it is written under FIFO. Now exception reports. Now exception means negative ledger. Suppose I want to see negative ledgers in this. So now this input IGST or rounding off, it under direct expenses or indirect expenses. Now it is showing in credit. It will show that this is there are negative ledgers. So you just check whether it is right or wrong or not. So these exception reports are there. Now this new column was already there. Suppose I want to add column or auto column. If I want to view half yearly, I can view the balance sheet half yearly up to 30th September, up to 31st March. This was already there in Tally ERP 9. A valuation method also, if you want to change from here also, you can change the valuation method. And if I want to configure this, so percent all these things I can configure. Similarly for profit and loss, I will show you for one or two reports, basis of values. Again, stock valuation method, scale factor. Now scale factor is there. Suppose I want to show it in millions. For big companies, when we say, I say, so this will be converted into millions. It is written on the top, figures in millions. 1.26, 3.85, 0.27. Now basis of value, again I say scale factor default. It will be under default. Now change view vertical if you want to see. Similarly in profit loss account exception reports, negative ledger. So same things will be reflected here. And again configuration, what you want in this, whether you want to show gross profit, some vertical, suppose I say no here. Then in horizontal, if you want to show gross profit, you say yes, it will show GP. If you say no, it will not show GP. This is profit and loss account, balance sheet, treasury, and display more reports. In display more, there is trial balance, day book, cash book, fund flow, and all these things. Statutory reports are there, GST reports, TDS reports, payroll reports. It was already there. Okay, so this is how it is seen. Now all the masters are here, create, alter, chart of accounts, transactions, vouchers, and day book. If you want to see the day book, you can see from here. Again, in basis of values, type of voucher, whether you want to see all vouchers or you want to see only account entries or inventory entries only. If you say accounting entries only accounting entries will be reflected. If you want to see only inventory entries, only inventory. All vouchers means all vouchers. Now if I say here, there are more than 137 items. Now basis of value, if I say enter and I say accounting entries only, so it has reduced. Inventory items has been removed from this. Only accounting entries are there. Now change view. Post dated bank transaction. If you want to see post dated bank transaction, you can see from here. Post dated bank transaction. Exception reports. Optional vouchers, cancel vouchers, and post dated vouchers. There are some cancel vouchers are there. You can view from here. Post dated vouchers are there. You can see from here. And here also, if you have in maximum report, they will show more. If you click here, you will see memorandum vouchers, reversing journal, marked vouchers. Now this marked vouchers features, many CAs I have seen they are not using this feature. Very good feature was given in Tally ERP 9. It is still there in TallyPrime. Once you check all the entries and you mark that entries, it will be, all the entries will be removed from that report. And if anyone changes that entry again, it will be under mark. This entry has been changed. So this concept of marked voucher is also there. The clear all marking. If you clear all marking, are you sure to clear marking of voucher? Yes. All this. So now from that entry, if anyone changes some entry, it will come in this report in the marked voucher register. So if you see, suppose I change one entry, I will just show you if possible. See now, this is only one entry is reflected here. So once you do monthly entries, monthly checking or GST return is filed or TDS return is filed, if you select all the entries and clear all marking, then that entries will be cleared. And if anyone changes any entry, single entry from that, it will be reflected in this report. whether they have done correctly, or after filing return, if they're done, whether you want to revise the return, you can take that necessary steps. So this is a very good feature given by in Tally ERP9 also, and now also it has continued. You can try this feature, very good feature given by Tally. Now ledgers without email ID. There are exception reports are there in this trial balance, day book, cash flow, fund flow, and account books also, statements of accounts, inventory books, all these things were already there. And the exception reports like ledger without email IDs. Suppose you want ledger without contact person, mobile number, telephone number. You can just directly go to the ledger. You can write the contact person name, mobile number, telephone, and email. These four things are important. If you want to do from here, you can just enter from here. You just say enter. You can add, and you can go and do that. Then memorandum register is a cancel vouchers. If any voucher is cancelled, it will be reflected here. Post-dated vouchers, marked vouchers, negative ledgers, negative stock, overdue receivable, overdue payables. All these are general exception reports. And report to report, balance sheet, they were separate exception reports. Here, other exception reports are covered here. So now, I will just revise for 2 minutes and then I will go to concept. Now company, I already shown you the how to create company. Now here from here also you can, this is a master. Now company, I want to create a new company. I will just show you, create company. If you want to create a company, see, this is the path. Now if you want to change the path, you can just change the path and write that path here and you can create a company. Your mailing name and address, whatever is your address, state, you can just select. Suppose here, now this Tally is used in other countries also. In Dubai also, UAE or UK. If you want to change country, you can just select which country you want. Suppose you say Dubai. The country will be Dubai. So accordingly, you can just select that. Now, if I want to again say new country, India, then you have state. Okay. So depending on which country you want to open, see, I'm using word as country. Now this is a top bar. See, generally we use a top menu and side buttons. Many people use word as top bar. So as happy hours are going on, I am using as top menu. I am not using word as top bar again and again. If I use top bar, then people, now these are happy hours are there. So this is top menu and these are the side buttons. And here from this, if you want to select, Tally is used in many other countries. So you can just say change country and select that country. If you want to say UK, England, North Ireland, Scotland, Wales, it will show region here. If I say India, it will show state. For UK, it will say region. So many other companies are also using now. Now it is showing Maharashtra and pin code in rupees and control user access to company data. If you say security, yes, you can select the password and all that. Here also, now one more concept. If you say configure, if you want contact detail, yes, you say yes. Additional base currency detail, yes, you say yes. Otherwise, say no. Then all these things will be there. Now, one more concept is a group company. Now, previously group company was there. If there are 2-3 companies are there, they are under one group. You used to select that 3 companies, then create group company. Now, directly from here also, you can select this and you can create a company called group company, and you can have A, B under C. C is the main group company, and under that A and B are there. So that group company concepts are also there. Anuj, can you see the screen?
Yes, yes.
Someone is telling the screen is not changing. That's it. So now company, create, alter, change, select company, start company, then disconnect, connectivity status, remote access, browser access. Then we right. You can use left button, right button also, or you can use the mouse. You can use Alt K, Alt Y, Alt Z, or you can use right button, left button. Now, one more thing before starting, go to the main topic and auditor version. We have time up to 7:30, right? Anuj?
Yes, yes, Jiten
Yeah,
bhai.
okay, yeah. So if I go to help, there is tally help is there. What's new in this is there. Then upgrade is there. Then settings are there. Now, if I go to settings, the license related things, language, country, startup, display, and connectivity. Now, if I click on startup, there is one concept called auto login. I have shown that in my PPT. When I say auto login on in startup, start application in full screen, yes, and enable auto login. Now, if I select here, enable this auto login, yes, that means suppose one company Apex Electrical is the same user ID password for me as a Jiten and the same password, and say other company has the same password. Once I select Apex Electricals, and if I start with some other company with the same credentials, I did not give the password again. So if you have 10-15 companies in your office, your family companies or your client companies, if you have, in your client companies also, if you have the password, you use the same user ID password. So no need to give again and again the password. So this you can say, but first you have to set up yes in login. And company to load in startup. Suppose you have only one company, every day you don't want to load. If you say yes and select that company, so whenever you start tally, automatically that company will be loaded. So no need to again give the user, automatically that company will start and the user can give the user ID and password. So this is in F1 help. Now about. Now this I was telling you. In one screen, Tally has given everything like application TallyPrime. Then what is the path? What is the path? This is the path where I have stored my Tally. The other Tally application installed. Now there is two things now. Tally ERP9 you can still continue. You can start Tally. You can install TallyPrime on in different folder, drive, E drive, D drive, whatever it is. You can start with TallyPrime. You can convert 2-3 companies from Tally ERP9 to TallyPrime and start using that. Once you are accustomed to that, then you switch over all the companies to TallyPrime within few days. Now in future, whenever new upgrades will come, they will come in TallyPrime only. Right now, Tally has allowed us to use both the version Tally ERP9 license as well as TallyPrime license. So for your serial number, automatically you can download TallyPrime. You can install under another drive. Like if your Tally ERP9 you are using in D drive, you can use TallyPrime in E drive, or you can use in the same drive also. But if you use in the separate drive, then in Tally ERP9 you can transfer one by one company to TallyPrime. And once you are used to that, your staff is used to that, you can switch all the companies to that. Because in future, after few months, suppose there are some new releases there, 1.1 or whatever it is, only the new releases will be in TallyPrime only. No further new release in Tally ERP9. As your serial number, now my license is Gold International expansion date, what is my email ID, what is my machine name. So all these things are given. Where the computer name is there, operating system. And one more thing, TallyPrime runs on 64-bit only and not on 32-bit. So you have to check whether your machines, because all the latest machines are on 64-bit. Many people, what they do, they upgrade their servers. They upgrade their servers, but the machines that they are using in their office are the old machines. So it affects your speed also, and it affects the license also. So you have to see that all the machines that you are using, at least they have the requisite RAM and hard disk. So accordingly, you have to see it runs on 64-bit only. So all these things, hard drive, what is hard drive, Intel R processor. So whenever your computer person asks you what is your this, they can just see the screen and they can understand where which printers are installed. Some printer installed. If I say 8 printers, if I click on this, it will show me how many printers are installed in my machine. All these machines, printers are there. So these wonderful things have been given in F1 help about in one screen only. Okay, so this is help, and now the main thing is go to and then auditor. So first we'll start with go to. If you want to ask some question, you can share it in the chat. So we can take at the end. Anyone has any questions till now, or they do not understand some concepts, they can put in the chat box. So now, see, now I'm in the voucher entry. I'm doing some voucher entry, HDFC bank account. It's a payment. As a voucher entry operator, I am doing HDFC bank account and payment in my office. So while doing this entry, if this go-to concept is what I'll just explain you this go-to concept. I'll just click on go-to. This is go-to concept. Now go-to is what? Suppose someone is using Alexa at their place in their residence. Suppose the wife comes in the living room and she orders Alexa, switch on TV and start IPL cricket. Within 1 or 2 minutes, her husband comes from the kitchen and orders Alexa, start Sanjeev Kapoor Khana Khajana. I want to see the recipe for today's dinner, because now during lockdown the situation has changed. Now wife is watching cricket and husbands are in kitchen. And then after few minutes, son comes in the living room and he orders Alexa, switch on to YouTube and I want to see my lecture on coding from Black Cap Senior. So this is the way, from one screen to another screen, Alexa will switch on that TV. Suppose someone is using Siri, then the iPhone user or Apple user, they will order Siri. Similarly, this go-to function is there in Tally, where I am doing voucher entry. I want to see balance sheet. I will just go to, or suppose my boss tells me I want one ledger account. Urgently, you just give me that printout of that ledger or printout of balance sheet. So I will just go to balance sheet. I click on balance sheet and I will give this printout to my boss immediately. So once this printout has been given to the boss, I just go to again. I just click on show open reports. I will see this. I mean accounting voucher creation as well as balance sheet. If I go to again account voucher creation payment, click here, I'll be in that screen only. So no need to go to escape and go out and give the printout of balance sheet. Directly from go to, you can go to balance sheet. You can go to profit and loss account. Again go to, you can go to day book. Again go to, you can go to any other items if you want. Ledger reports. Suppose I want ledger outstandings. I can give this printout to my boss or my manager. And now once I've given this printout to my, or if I am doing some new sales to some party as a voucher entry operator, I want to see whether that party's ledger is clear or not. From that entry, I can go to that ledger account. I can see whether he has cleared all his dues. Then I can make that sales in new sales invoice. So depending on what is your requirement. Now again, I go to, and I say show open reports here. I click on this. So this is accounting voucher creation is there, profit and loss account is there, day book is there, ledger outstanding. If I again want to go to this directly, I can go here and I can save my entry. Sometimes it happens because in urgent, when boss say, you leave this entry, you give me this ledger account. So what I have to say after 2-3 entries are done, I will just say escape, escape, and go out and give the balance sheet printout. So this go to is on top bar now. You just click on here and select whatever you want. Accordingly, you can give that. Now here also expand all is there and collapse all. Suppose this has 4 more items here. Now if I say expand all, so directly there will be 152 items. So whatever is available in your company, wherever you want to go, you can go from go to option. So this go to is like a friend. जैसे मैंने बोला Alexa, Siri, वैसे go to is for tally. In our life also we have some friend. Wherever there is some problem, we want something, we just call him. अरे go to you जरा ये लेके आना, go to वो लेके आना. They will be always there to help you. So accordingly, this go to feature is there. It is a crown of TallyPrime. And here one more thing is given. Directly from here you want to create a voucher, or directly from here Alt C function is already there. Suppose this create master is there. I go to create, I say ledger, and I can create that ledger account. Now many person tell me that already we can do from Alt C, but Alt C is for the ledger account that I want to enter for myself. Suppose my boss comes or my assistant comes, I have not given him any rights to open some ledger account. He comes in between and tells me to create one more ledger account, which I don't want in my voucher entry, but I want to open a ledger account for him because he doesn't have right to open a new account. So I open that account, I say yes, 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 save, and again I go to, suppose I open account as D. I give whatever, suppose in Sundry Haters. I save this ledger account. So this account is open. If I say escape, from escape also I can go behind. Escape is escape, 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 escape 4-5 times you have to create. But if you directly want to go to your creation entry, you just click on go to. You show open reports, accounting voucher creation payment. Yes, you will directly go to this entry. So this is the main feature given by Tally, go to feature. Create voucher, create master, alter master, expand all, and show more. And from here you can go. Now this go to feature is there from one, but if you use this as a switch feature, suppose I say switch, it will say switch to. Suppose I am here in balance sheet. Now I want to control G. Control G means switch to. Alt G means go to. So if I control G and I go to profit and loss account, again I say go to. There is only profit and loss account because I have switched from one report to another. I am not using go to feature. I am using switch to feature. Switch to means from one report I have completed report, no other things to be done. I have switched to profit and loss account. But if I want to use that entry again, then I have to use the go to feature. And in go to features, one more thing is given here. Show open. So close all reports. Suppose you want to close all other reports. You just say close all reports. All the reports will be closed simultaneously. So this is the main feature given by Tally as a go to feature. This is a really wonderful feature given by Tally, ERP9, this TallyPrime. And you can just chart of accounts. If I want to go chart of accounts, from here you can go to any report anywhere. From one report to another inside TallyPrime, you can go. Now I will show you, one is this browser reporting, and second thing is our auditor related. So first browser related. So first I will show auditor, then last I will show browser. So mostly I have covered all the things that were in the PPT. Now in Appen help, there is what's new feature is there. Then this event log that is remaining. This repair reinstall application. Now when there is some problem with TallyPrime, that program is not opening. This is related to the software and not data. Just keep in mind, if you want to repair or reinstall application, if I click on this, if any file has been deleted in my software, this license, it will automatically repair. TallyPrime will automatically repair that. And if you want to repair your data and migrate your data, you can do from here. And one more thing is given is event log. Now, if I click on event log, I will see what I have done. I have used browser, then to and all these things. All this my event log, what has been done today. I'm right now I'm using Apex Electricals. So from browser, I can see event log, I can see all these things. So this is also given in this. And before starting this sales register. Now this is my invoice. This is my invoice. When I say Alt P, it will say current year. Now configure, preview and print. Now if I say preview, I can see it in one page because I have optimized it. See, now I will show you one more thing. Suppose configure. Now it's a preview. It goes into 2 pages. My invoice is going into 2 pages. If I say zoom, the 2-3 lines are on the next page, right? So generally it happens. Many people say, "But invoice 3 page में जा रहा है, 2 page में जा रहा है." So what I do is, I say configuration here at the end. Or you can just type on the top also if you want to type here. If you know that optimization, optimize printing to save paper. If I say enter, it will say yes. And once I say yeah, escape, and then I say preview. Now this invoice is 1 page only. So suppose your invoice runs into 5 pages, it might reduce to 2 pages or 3 pages. If it is running into 2 pages, it might reduce to 1 page. 1 page रहेगा तो 1 page में ही रहेगा. So this, and second thing, one more thing is given. Suppose all these details are given here on first page. If on second page you don't want all these details as the others equipment and all that things, if you want to say there is one more features that has been given, configure. Now below optimize, suppose I say yes here, optimize printing. Now choose details to show on second page onwards. See, there are many other things. You can just go through whatever you want. You can say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Here I am showing you the main new thing that have been given. Choose details to show second page onwards. If I say enter, here, suppose I don't want to show the buyer's address or buyer contact details or buyer state pin code or place of supply or consignor detail or e-way bill number or our details we want, but company's details. So suppose I say, so once I create this, I can on second page, whenever it goes to, suppose there are 5 pages invoices there and it has been reduced to 2 pages. On second page, there will be few less items because I have selected only few things which will be displayed on my second page. So this is how you can optimize the printing for your sales invoices, because many people they are facing this problem. कि मेरा 25-30 आइटम वाला एक इनवॉइस बन रहा है and it runs into 3 pages or 4 pages. So for retailer it is very useful now, optimization of your printing. Now I go to display more reports, analysis and verification. This is more important for our auditors, chartered accountants. Suppose I go to data analysis. It's all these things we can analyze from Tally, verify chart of accounts. Accounts squared off during the year, 17 ledgers. Whether we have verified or not. I can go this to ledger account. This ledger account was squared off during the year. Then not used during the year. Then only balances, no transaction, not only balances, no transaction, only opening balance, no transaction. Used only in current year. So all these things, verification chart of accounts, this was already there in the ARP9. It has been highlighted. There are few things which are added. Verification stock items, balance sheet, analytical procedure. How you do a group to ledger, group to group, or ledger to cost center. You just select it from 2 years, pending documents, purchase order pending, sales order pending, then periodic payment. Suppose you have selected some periodic payment. If you have selected that periodic payment, it will reflect here. Okay, what are my expenses which are periodic? Suppose tea expenses are there, or every monthly I say my electricity bill is there, office rent is there. I select this ledger account as periodic. If I want to say an update, I say my office rent is periodic every month. So once I select this, at the year end when there is a report get by मेरे 12 entry आई कि नहीं every month if it is a monthly basis. If it is quarterly basis, there are 4 quarter voucher entries there or not. So if there are periodic, you can just select this space bar and say enter and update. So accordingly, you can select your periodic payment, repeated transactions, interbank transaction, cash fixed asset analysis, number of days less than 80 days, all that things, transaction holidays, highest and value, pending advances. This highest amount is 35,000, lowest amount is what? 5,000, lowest amount is 2,000. So from this, you can analyze your report. Now, data analysis, there is one more F9, analysis and verification reports. If I click on this is most important. Analysis and verification reports. One person is asking Usha madam, whether it is compulsory in future to shift to TallyPrime, can the data of Prime be viewed in Tally ERP9? Madam, see, once you switch over to TallyPrime, your data is converted. If you still have that company in Tally ERP9, you can view that. But whatever new entries are done in TallyPrime, you can't see it in Tally ERP9 because you cannot go to the lower version. अभी 25 years हो गया, we have slowly steadily changed. अभी बहुत साल सब लोग बोले सर लुक चेंज कीजिए, लुक चेंज कीजिए. अभी मेरा भी अभी शादी के बाद 25 साल 22 साल हो गया. मैं वाइफ वाज टेलिंग मी, अरे आप बदल नहीं रहे हो, आप बदल नहीं रहे हो. Now after 22 years I have changed. So suddenly one day I said, what happened now? तो कहते सर आप पहले जैसे नहीं रहे आप. So this is the way you cannot go back to Tally ERP9. The change is inevitable. So once you go to TallyPrime, there are wonderful features in TallyPrime. There will be new upgrades in TallyPrime in future. So why to switch over again to Tally ERP9? And now when the clients are upgrading to Tally ERP9, from Tally ERP9 to TallyPrime, as an auditor, you will also have to switch over to Tally ERP9 to TallyPrime. And if you have a TSS, renewed Tally subscription service, you can free of charge, you can convert it into TallyPrime. If you don't have a TSS, you have to activate the TSS and then you can convert it into TallyPrime. So you can go back to the lower version because totally there are drastic changes. The data is migrated to TallyPrime. You cannot go back. I hope this is clear. Now I was telling you this analysis. You can compare 2 periods also. Analysis period, previous year period to this period. Now if I go to verify chart of accounts, all these things can be done. Now one more thing is balance sheet. Suppose I go to balance sheet, energy verification, data analysis, analysis verification reports. Suppose I click on balance sheet. See, generally what I do is I do balance sheet ledger scrutiny or balance sheet scrutiny for my clients. So when I go to balance sheet or profit and loss account, suppose I go to profit and loss account and I go to purchase account. Now in this purchase entry, suppose this purchase bill I feel कि भाई कुछ गलत लग रहा है, कुछ problem है, I can just say select and either verify click. I can click on this verify. I can say external classification, internal observation or verified. If I say external clarification, text invoice missing, only pro forma invoice available. Please give text invoice to our audit staff. Now clarify for whether I want from Ramesh or Suresh or Rameshwar. I can select that also. If there are 2-3 operators are there. If I want from Ramesh or Suresh, I just say Suresh. So this clarification will be marked here. So once this is marked here, if I go here, display more reports, analysis verification, voucher verification. See, there is external claim pending. This the operator can see, that voucher entry operator can see from display more reports, analysis and verification, voucher verification. See now. So once this is given, you say enter. You can write your verification note given to your staff. So this note will be here given to your staff. So this note I can see from my login ID as an auditor. This check e-way bill. So this I have given. Now internal also, there are internal things. These are pending. Internal observation is there. Check invoice with e-way bill. This is for my staff. My audit staff has gone there. So I tell him that you check this also. Related party transaction. If there are any related party transaction. If there are forex transaction, you can see this forex transaction from here. All the forex transactions will be stored here. So if you have properly implemented Tally, you can view all the forex transactions at one place. So at the year end, when you want to give this forex transaction detail, how many dollars or how many pounds in the audit report, from here only you can make this. This is the forex amount, this is rate of exchange, this is a transaction value. So this value you can get from this report directly. Now related transaction, party transaction. Suppose you know that party is related to that director or company, sister concern. If you set up that related party, that this is a related party, all the reports will be reflected here. It is very easy. Once you have to implement this properly, if you implement it properly, then you will get all this report. You will save your time on audit. Similarly, you can save time on compliances also for GST and TDS and TCS and payroll, of course. So those, all this data, parties, all these parties are there. Voucher verification is there. Now show sample vouchers. Suppose as I show sample vouchers, only sample vouchers will be shown. I will just manually sample these vouchers. Master configuration. Now periodic payment and receipts, related party and sampling method. It is in the master configuration. Suppose I say related party. Now I have to select this party. If this CANA Doshi and company is a party is related to me. Or suppose one party is there, Aditya Industries. Now I say spacebar and say update. And I say, is related party? Yes. It will say related type. So partners in partnership firm. Whatever is the relation, suppose the director. You just write the relation, you save this, and when you see this report there, all the transaction related to that party will be reflected here, related party transaction. So all this transaction, once I have selected these two party, it will be reflected in my related party. Now one more master configuration is sampling method. If I say sales, I want to check sales by Benford analysis or specific period. If I say Benford analysis, highest variance, positive, negative, it will automatically select that. Or if I say random sampling, total voucher 166, sample 50, I will say 50. Percentage, sampling type percentage or vouchers, I will say vouchers. Percentage means it will exact 50%, and vouchers mean 50 vouchers only. So when I say sampling, automatically it will sample as only 50 items will be sampled. Now specific vouchers, if you want to check specific period from this period to 1st November to 30th November, you check thoroughly. So during our demonetization time, so you have to give that period also. So depending on that voucher type or voucher entry, you can have that sampling. Different voucher type can have different sampling method. So this is useful for our audits. If you use it properly, it really helps a lot. So maximum things are covered in this. Now I can say go to trial balance. Suppose I go to fixed asset. I have this. Now this purchase bill is there or journal is there. I will just say check away bill or purchase bill missing. इधर ये आ जाएगा. So all these things you can do from this. I hope you understand this. So I think for 5-10 minutes we will take questions, and then I go to browser, and one more company I will just show you one more thing. Let me show you. Here this company they are showing as migration required. If I say migration required, yes. I say migrate. See, now see, as a CA, AP JVN company, 180/9 audit mention, IT lane, BKC, Bandra, Mumbai, GSTN number state, K9 enterprise. This is the party's address. This is our address. We can build this financial auditing services, state audit for final 1819, HSN code, corporate tax concern, preparation service, IT return filing, HSN code, and all these things. My bank details are there and all this. So once you have bank details, APGVN company, customer signature, PAN number. So this invoice of our CA also. Now you don't want this quantity, rate, and this. So just say configure. No quantity. Show rate also. I can directly raise the invoice for my client from Tally. So to configure it, these particulars are there: financial auditing services, statutory audit for financial. You can write the description here. Corporate tax, you can write outward GST, outward SGST, and so on. So this bill you can easily raise to your clients from Tally directly. If you raise from here directly, you can make your GSTR 1, GSTR 3B, IGST. If it is out IGST party, you can just say IGST, accounting and bookkeeping services, individual tax preparation and planning services. Now I written here account adding charges. Now I can write here, if I want to, I am billing 1,08,000. If I say transaction processing charges, I can say 2,25,000. This is a psychological effect. ऐसा नहीं कि कोई क्लाइंट भी इतना वो नहीं रहेगा कि हाँ भाई दे देगा आपको, बट सच टाइप ऑफ टर्म्स आर यूज नाउअडेज. तो पीपल आर यूजिंग ट्रांजैक्शन प्रोसेसिंग चार्ज, तो सामने वालों को लगेगा यार कुछ बड़ा काम कर रहा है. तो बेसिक आवर बेस मेनी सीएस जैसे हम लोग तो खाली ऑडिट करते हैं, वी आर डूइंग ओनली कंप्लायंस, वी आर डूइंग ओनली ऑडिट, so we don't want Tally. But see, when your client is using Tally, if you tell your client to implement it properly, then it really saves your time during compliance as well as for audit. So this is an indirect benefit to you. So if they are up to date with their Tally implementation and accounting entries, it will really save your time. Instead of 5 days audit, you will complete your audit within 3 days. For compliance, if it is taking 6 hours, it might take 2 hours or 3 hours, because directly you can generate GSTR1 from here. No need for Excel or things. Few things you have to do in Excel, or few things you can import into GST portal, then you can change wherever it is required, where changes are required. But other things, no need of double. And once you do this, then you do in Excel, then you send to your this client for uploading in the portal and all that things. So you should avoid all these things. And when you say statutory reports, GST about GSTR1, from here only export, e-return, company is invalid. इसमें देखो, अगर if you have a wrong GSTN number, it will show you this message also. If there is a correct GSTN number there, it will say by correct GSTN number there. Correct the GSTN number, no. So it will go away. So if you have written properly, it will show you. Otherwise, e-return won't be generated. Otherwise, directly you can generate your e-return from your JSON file or Excel file. Both the files can be generated. I'll show you here one. See here, whether I want to say JSON file or Excel file. If I say Excel, I can save where I want to, and then export GSTR1 XLS file, export document summary also, and directly you can import this in your GSTR1 portal. Similarly, if you want to say escape, export, e-return, JSON file, so JSON file will be created. Similarly, you can do for GSTR3B also. So if you do your invoicing, everything from Tally directly, you can generate Tally GSTR1 as well as GSTR3B. You can compare, there is 2, then 3B. All these things from directly, and in Tally, what is that, from one report you can directly go to the source document. It is a major power of Tally. From here, if I want to go to this, enter, you will go directly to the source document. This is the main advantage of Tally. Update party GSTN if any missings are there. Here also mark voucher, what I tell you. If I mark this voucher, once I file my return, if I mark these vouchers, and if anyone changes that, I will come to know. So Now I'll go to browsing. Suppose this Apex Electricals is there, or one more company I'll create. See, now this company is created. If I go to balance sheet, this Apex Electricals, I can directly see from my browser. I am seeing this through my browser. I can view this balance sheet. I can say change report. I can go to profit and loss account. I can go to outstandings. Whatever reports I want to see, I can view from my browser, subject to my company is connected in my office. Suppose this is connected. My office boy says it is connected. If someone is there, I can just view my tally. Suppose it is on cloud and it is already connected, or it is on your server, which is 24/7, 365 days connected. You can view your data from the browser. Can you see my screen, browser screen, Anuj? Anuj?
Hello.
Anuj?
Yes, yes, yes,
Can you
yes.
see my browser screen?
No, no,
You can't see my browser screen?
no, no. I think you'll have to stop share and again reshare.
Now,
Yes.
this is my browser, which I have joined in from my browser. I can see all my reports here of Apex profit and loss account. Then change report. I can go to any other ledger. Suppose I want to see some ledger, or I want to see the day book. What are bills receivable, final account reports, trial balance. So this I can see from my browser. I can directly say download as PDF or download as Excel. From here I can do all these things. So it is from my browser. You can easily access your reports from browser. If your tally is on, is connected on your server, you can always view this here. So I will just again start my the screen. Now can you see my screen or not?
Not yet, not yet.
Yeah.
Visible, visible.
Okay. So this is how you can have. And now if you want to shut down the company, see now this A, I open only this, only these things are available because inventories are not there in A company. only balance sheet income, because only I've created accounts only company. No vouchers entered, last date of entry of voucher, all these things. So I think I have covered almost everything that has been given in Prime as per my PowerPoint screen. Yes. So I think we can take questions for 5-10 minutes. Anuj, anyone has any questions? We have 15 to 20 minutes are there. So if anyone wants to ask some question, you can ask the questions. Anuj, can you see the chat box?
Yes, I can see the chat box,
Shall I
and
answer or
members can.
one person is asking, Mr. Girish Premji Gala. Girish Bhai is favorite of all the speakers. Is it compatible with the new e-invoicing scheme to be launched by GST? See, now Tally, they might come out with e-invoicing, because once it funds January, it will be applicable to 100 crores and more companies. So they might come out with Tally, might come out with TallyPrime, or there will be some way out. There will be some option given by the partners, or obviously they will come out with this e-invoicing facility, because many companies will be covered under this new invoicing scheme from 1st January. So e-invoicing is in roadmap. Like we have one our friend Mr. Janak from Tally, who has joined, and he has helped me a lot in this presentation. So Mr. It is already in roadmap, so it will come definitely. Tally will come out with this e-invoicing facility. Now Mr. Prapulsa is asking for folders. What folders, sir? I can't understand what you want.
Also, if members have elaborative question, then they can just raise their hand, and I can then unmute them to raise their question personally to the speaker.
So Usha madam, I already answered. Girish bhai, I answered. Praful bhai Shah is there. He has some question, I think. And you can see Praful bhai Shah.
Yes, I have asked him to unmute. Praful bhai, if you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
I think.
Yes, Praful bhai, please ask your question to Jiten bhai. I don't know. I think Praful bhai has some difficulty in connecting to his audio.
So he's asking for some folders. I think folder browsing, if he's asking, then it is how to just select your company. From here, you can go to this path. You can change the path, specify path, select from directly from here. You can select from drive. You go to drive. You go to your e-drive. Sorry. Select from drive, e-drive. You say TallyPrime. You go to data, and all these things will be available here. And these are the folders. Inside the folder, again the folder is there, demo data is there, and Apex is there. So similarly, if I want to go to in data, if I say up or select specify path again, or select from drive. So wherever you have stored the documents, you can just go to the drive and select directly from here. No need to Control C, Control Alt V and all that. You can just give the path and select accordingly. Now if I say D drive, wherever my Tally folder is there, wherever, all these things will be displayed in D drive. I can just go to the D drive year wise. If I keeping year wise 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21 and similar things. So this is how you can do folder browsing. And this is the best go-to concept, is the best one. You can create voucher, you can create master, alter master, expand all, show more, all these things. Any other question, Anuj?
So Mr. Ketan Negandhi, he's asking a question that whether sales invoice can be digitally signed through TallyPrime.
No, not at present. Yeah. So there are many other ways to do it, I think so, because people are doing, but in TallyPrime, inbuilt it is not given right now. It might come in future.
Okay, I think that answers Mr. Negandhi's question.
Just hold one minute.
I think there are no more
Okay.
questions.
I think I've covered everything. I will show you my PPT 1 minute. Huh? Right.
Sure, sir.
So now this TallyPrime, you've seen almost I've covered everything. I will just, you can see my screen.
Yes, yes, very much.
So now TallyPrime, how to convert, simplify folder browsing, top menu and right buttons, go to switch to, easily multitask with voucher entry. This is very good feature given. Optimize printing, single analysis, security control, setup manager, Atmanirbhar, and automatically it will troubleshoot the license apply runtime issues. No need to call anyone. Technical details at one place, web browsing. Now TallyPrime, there are many other features. Many other small changes are there. Go to switch to data repair, right buttons, more detailed table experience, browse, simplified analysis verification, change user, change view, simplified tally vault. Tally vault has been simplified. Event log is there, self help is there, improved supplementary details are there. More
Jiten bhai, can you unmute
can you hear
yourself?
me?
Yes, yes.
So now from here you can have smart setup manager. There are so many things are new things are there, small changes are there. Wherever there was some problem, they have been removed. So once after this version, there might be some new version releases will be there. If you have any things you want to ask, you can share it to us. We can share it to our tele team. So that also can be done. One. So it's time for TallyPrime. I am on TallyPrime. Are you? So it's Once you understand properly, you can just switch over to TallyPrime. I have already converted all my clients' company into TallyPrime, so there are no hassles right now. So you can also convert into TallyPrime. You can try with TallyPrime. You still have Tally ERP license. You can just check. Uh, so one Mr. Janak Lotwala is there from Tally. Anuj, you can just, if you
Yes,
can
I'm.
unmute him.
Yes, I've asked him to unmute.
Yes, Jiten bhai, can you hear me?
Yes, Janak.
Thank you, Jiten bhai. So, Jiten bhai, to sum it up, can you tell? So, if somebody has a query, generally a query aati hai, nobody, matlab, not all people express it. But what are the next steps if somebody wants to experience TallyPrime? How should one go about it?
So, what I have done, first I have done on 9th November when it was launched, I have switched over to TallyPrime, my at least 5 to 10 companies. Then I tried on that, I checked with my Tally ERP9, everything was fine. And now I am continuing Tally ERP, TallyPrime only. Likewise, you can also client-wise client, you can just switch over to TallyPrime because there are so many other features will be now there in future when some e-invoicing will come or some other features will come. So all the new upgrades will be really TallyPrime, and it is really wonderful. You can just experience the new things. There are changes are there in buttons. You can just experience that. So I think it's a wonderful product. What we have seen, our clients are also appreciating right now. But first few days I done at my office. I tried with few of my clients' company, 1 or 2 companies. Then once it was okay, then I have switched over them to TallyPrime.
Yeah, friend. So that is the whole takeaway what Jiten sir is trying to give us. Okay, go ahead. This version is available on Tally Solutions website. Okay, if you have any hesitation, feel free to take help of your preferred partner. Talk to him. उसको पूछो कि migration कैसे करना है, and he will be able to help you. But go ahead and experience it yourself. Try it for one company, try it for dummy data, and feel free. बेसिकली एक बार हैंड्स ऑन हो जाएगा ना, देन यू विल सी लॉट ऑफ कंफर्ट क्रीपिंग इन, और कितना सिंपल है ये खुद एक्सपीरियंस करके देखिए. Then only you will realize ke why TallyPrime that Jiten sir is saying so much and how it is at next level. Correct, Jiten bhai?
Yeah, so you can directly contact your partners or Tally Solutions also can help you. You can directly call. There are many webinars going
Yeah,
on
right.
right now. Very webinars where people can enroll and attend to understand the new concepts. And once the new concepts are clear, you see all the accounting features are same in accounting, the sales, purchase, but the facility for the new reporting, new way of working, people will really appreciate. I think people should move on to TallyPrime, and of course there will be new versions will have. And if you have anything in mind, like suppose few people have questions for invoicing, suppose some people have, and this ICI is also, we have some discount scheme. If you are practicing chartered accountant, doesn't have this tally license, they can have this tally license at discounted rate as per the ICI guidelines. So that offer is also there. Rental offer also was there. So all this type tally, whenever lockdown, they have given rental offer at a discounted rate for with the ICI MOU, so that we can take it. And once we ourselves upgrade to TallyPrime, latest version, TS is renewed, and then TallyPrime. Of course, our clients will, of course, when they are using GST, TDS, they will switch over to TallyPrime. So if we also switch over to TallyPrime, it will be easy for sharing of data from one place to another. Because some people are using the old Tally ERP9, some people are using new Tally ERP9. So there might be chance of tally corruption when you go from higher version to lower version. So these all things hassles will go away. Okay. I think thank you very much. Thank you for your patient hearing. And I think Anuj, we can.
Yes, I think we have come to the conclusion of the VCM, and if I can just take 30 minutes, 30 seconds, sorry, I will just share.
I stop my sharing.
Yes, so my screen is visible, right?
Yes, yes.
So I think it was a wonderful and a very elaborative session. And I think as we have a go-to feature in the Tally, I think we have all the members of Matunga Study Circle are privileged to have a go-to person in the form of Jiten Bhai, who can always be reached out to understand the Tally features and all. I think he did a wonderful job in explaining the new uh, features which are there in the Tally Prime time, and which I think all of us, the members over here, would be uh, happy to experience them. And with this, I would request all the members to give a virtual round of applause to Jiten Bhai for all his efforts and for taking us through the latest Tally Prime Time version. Thank you, Jiten Bhai.
Thank you, Anuj.
So
Thank
with
you.
this, we will make announcement for the further lecture in the WhatsApp group and on the email. So till then, see you all.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year to everyone.